First of all, I bet that shit hurt like shit. Second was season ending, and you're gonna give him a flag and give us a penalty. Fuck you and your family and that horse you rode in on. Welcome back to another episode of the Dirty Bird Nation Report, the unofficial official podcast of Falcons Twitter. All right, so we lost this game by 3 points, 24-27.
Mm-hmm.
And we played like garbage in the first half. Kind of came back in the second half. Kind of. Offense, we did come back, but it wasn't good enough to win. Defense, they did stop them. However, in the first half of the game, they let up and gave the Colts offense 20 points. So, pretty much we're garbage. Sorry, I'm just kidding. We're not garbage, but we played like shit. And I know Josh had a lot of positive things to say about the game. So go ahead with your positivity, Josh.
I mean, the only positive stuff that I have that I took away from the game was that if our offense could play like that every quarter, they don't have to put up 21 points a quarter. At least they should have like close to like 10, at the very least 10, 7 to 10, somewhere in that range. A quarter, we're gonna be deadly. Like I said, I like how Ryan and Julio and Sanu just took over the game. Even though like the O-line, they put us in bad predicaments with some first and 20s and second and 20s with some holding calls. Matt and company with Matt, Julio and Sanu, they overcame all of that. So hopefully they could build upon that and keep this going forward throughout the rest of the season. Like I said, offense was on fire. And I wholeheartedly believe that if they would have gotten the ball back in the fourth quarter, Matt would have put up another touchdown. So like I said, hopefully we keep this going for the rest of the year. But defensively, we couldn't stop anything. Colts got the ball with 4 minutes and like 11 seconds left in that game, and we still couldn't get them off the field. Like they ran the clock out for 4 minutes out, and that's really bad. So defense had an all around bad game from start to finish. They couldn't even line up correctly. Well, not correctly. They couldn't get set to line up and play like multiple times in the first quarter. They looked confused. The rotations were late, which played a part in Grady getting called for for being on the field. So we got called with 12 men on the field, and that gifted them another first down. So it's dumb stuff like that. And then like some of the holding stuff, like KZ got called for. Like we got to cut that out. And I didn't read the article, but it's basically like I was saying the other day, like they just got to, on the defense side, they just got to get back to using the right techniques. Once they do that, then all that unnecessary holding will go out the window, and that'll reduce the penalties that we got, or that we continually to get thus far. But like I said, they just got to trust their techniques and and they'll be okay. But I mean, it's a lot of fixable things. But from taking away from the game, defense did nothing positive that entire day.
They didn't. They did not. And, the offense, great. The offense, the only bad thing about the offense right now, well, two bad things. Dirk's play calling is very questionable, especially starting slow in the beginning. And like we talked about yesterday, but shit failed. Technology's bit sometimes. His boy Luke, we gotta stop throwing his boy Luke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, not his boy, his boy's boy. Luke. Like Luke is not going for the ball. Like Matt's throwing it to where he could get it. Luke is not going to get it. I don't know why. It needs to be fixed. Everyone else does it. I've seen Calvin do it. I've seen Julio do it. I've seen Sanu do it. I don't think I've seen Hooper do it, but everyone notable has done it. Not saying that Hooper's not notable. He's very notable. I'm just saying he's not Julio or Calvin. So it's got to stop. It's resulted in 2 interceptions so far. No, that's 50-50 on both Matt and Luke, you know. But I lost my train of thought. But anyways, I just lost my train of thought. That's just got to stop. Matt's interceptions have to stop. I don't have any excuses for him throwing interceptions, like none whatsoever, even though he does get like half the blame on the him and Luke communication. Other than that, there's no excuse that I can give for him. But he did bring us back in the second half of the game and pretty much saved us from being 20, what they get, 27 points or whatever, 27-3. Like, you know what I'm saying? He saved us from that deficit. And the Colts probably, well, there's a chance they would not have won if we tied the game 24-24 because they did get that lucky kick in the beginning and made
Right.
that 3 points. So
Exactly. Yeah, that it hit the uprights, and I thought once they hit the upright, it was gonna fall to the ground, but it luckily went in. So that they benefit from a lucky field goal, which ironically played a part in the difference of us winning and losing.
right, and that sucks. It sucked, you know, but it is what it is. You know, if we, like I said, if we did not watch that game and we didn't hear anybody talk about it, we'd have looked at that score and we'd have been like, okay, at least we tried. But since we saw the game and they actually played shitty, specifically the defense, mostly the defense, and the fucking 16 penalties, which we'll get into in a minute, you know, we're upset as we should be as fans. We should be upset with the way they've been playing, especially last week. Even though we won against the Eagles, we still played really shitty. So we're all frustrated. We're all confused. But it's only week 3.5 because like halfway through the week. It's week 3.5, and we can't panic until like week 6, week 7. Then we can start panicking and losing our minds. Those y'all that want to crucify and get rid of DQ are tripping mad hard. I think almost everyone agrees with that. Some of you, I'm pretty sure South Breeze agrees. You'll probably hear his takes on this recording somewhere. But yeah, DQ, we're not going to fire him. We cannot start over in the middle of a season. And it's not, if we start over in the middle of the season, like I said yesterday, imagine your job firing all of your managers and your VPs and everything and having to start over. It's not going to work. We're not going to go to the Super Bowl starting over in the middle of the season. If we even go to the Super Bowl with DQ, we don't know what's going to happen. Wait till our season is officially over to start planning on who you want the replacements to be. Okay? Simple. And Ryan's not going anywhere. So, like, at all. Like, that's the one person that's not going anywhere until he retires. So, give it up, people who want Ryan gone. Period. So, these 16 penalties, 15 penalties, they've got to get it together. Like I said yesterday, I want these guys, and I've been saying on Twitter too, I want these guys running calls. I don't care. I want them running and doing bear calls. Everyone that got a penalty and their staff.
Well, to elaborate on that, well, your whole theory of them you wanted them to run and bear crawl.
I want them to run.
The team has implemented a team basically like fine system if you get penalized.
$5.
No, everybody's making at least 6 figures, so I'm pretty sure the penalties they may be like roughly around 5 figures or 4 figures. So, I mean, but I'm pretty sure most of them they don't want to spend that money anyway. So I'm pretty sure this will help them like to focus even more because who likes to give away money?
Hey, speaking of money, real quick, it's your boy SB Report 706. I did a quick contest on the Twitter page. to offering $50 to whoever retweets the podcast. Again, we appreciate y'all's support. Shout out to Reduce Lunch Podcast, That Boy Saying, Dream Chaser, I Am Damian Jackson, Big Homie Dell, Twan1, Salute These Nuts, Peter Sankson, Snicker Micah, Mullet Admirer, Beth, she's in the army, so support the troops. Shout out to you. Albert Barth 94, Jaleesa Nicole, and Dylan Blurton. So the way that I picked the winner for this contest was random. What I decided to do is I went through everybody's Twitter and I found the person that had the most tweets. So that would be, drumroll please. Sorry, that was terrible. So the winner is at Salute These Nuts. He has tweeted over 300,000 times. I would have to guess, being a Falcons fan, at least 50,000 of those are angry Falcons tweets. So shout out to him. So again, we appreciate the support. So now back to the episode. When you hear this, Salute These Nuts, DM me and I will send you a prize. Don't nobody tell him he won. Make sure he listens and then have him DM me. All right, back to the episode.
Nobody.
Right.
I hope it does. But I will say that I read some shit today that like 70%, like overall, like the penalties have gone up across the league this year, especially with holding. So I'm not like blaming them too hard just because of that stat with like new rule changes and stuff. But 15 in one game, and I'm saying 15 for a reason. I'll get to that in a second. 15 in one game is ridiculous. And it cost us over 200 yards, right?
No, it was like one something, but we probably have like 200 something on the season as in these 3 games, but we had like 100 plus in the end game alone.
Yeah, it's beyond ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
guys, seriously, it is not that hard. And I know someone on Twitter, I think it was Jaleesa from Sports and Bullshit. I was like, I don't know what Mike Smith did to reduce the number of penalties. You know, he was like, no penalties. You know what I'm saying? That was like his number one thing. But we need that method back. You know, we need that, not his whole entire method, just the penalty part. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you bring that back so people can stop getting penalties? Because 15 in one game is just, it's no bueno at all. And I don't even know the total we have right now. What's it, like 30 or something? Close to that. That's ridiculous for it to be week 3. It's like beyond ridiculous. So yeah, y'all gotta cut that shit out because don't make me come up there. I still wanted to see bear crawls. I don't want to see y'all dancing in practice. Okay, I expect bear crawls and tears.
That's not
I
good.
don't be like that. Right? When we were in, if you did high school sports, middle school sports, hell, even pee wee football sometimes, and you lost a game and you played like shit losing that game, what did your coach do? What did your coach do to you? There were no smiles, laughs, dancing, none of that at all. Until if you won the next game, then there was a little bit of that. Other than that, the whole week was hell. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect these people to be dancing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bear crawls and suicides. Suicides, I'm saying runs. The suicide runs, not actual suicide. I need to clarify that because, you know, people be tripping nowadays. The back and forth. That's called suicide. You know, it's a drill, people. Please don't email, tweet me talking about I'm promoting something that I am not at all. I'll probably put that hotline in the description for anyone that needs it. So, the 16th penalty that I'm not including as a real penalty was on our boy Keanu Neal for throwing his helmet in frustration because he knew he was seriously injured. And unfortunately, he got an Achilles rupture or something like that. I forgot the exact wording. But he's out for the season. That fucking ref, fuck him, and he should be jumped, and we should jump him. Just like we're going to jump Kyle Shanahan. He's on the list, Kyle Shanahan and Adam Kaplan. Am I missing anyone on our hit list?
Nope. And D-Land, probably.
Yep, and D-Led. Those people are on our jump list. We see them, we're jumping them. There is no reason for you to give a man who is clearly distraught because he knew his injury. First of all, I bet that shit hurt like shit. Second was season ending, and you're gonna give him a flag and give us a penalty. Fuck you and your family and that horse you rode in on. I'm sick and tired of these people. Like, where's your you see him crying, you literally could have picked up that flag and been like, my bad. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, Josh, what did you think about that whole thing?
I mean, I felt like it was unnecessary. I mean, like Quinn said, common sense would tell you to just go back and pick it up. I mean, just because it falls out of your pocket and you throw it doesn't mean you like that you still have to go through and call it a penalty. Like, you could pick it up and put it back in your flag and just say, "Oh, it's not a flag," and just could have kept the game moving. But like I said, it just shows how incompetent these refs have been these first 3 weeks, because it's a lot of unnecessary flags that's been thrown.
Yeah. We had a couple, even in the 15 penalties we got, there was a couple that I was like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious right now? But, some of them were warranted. So we want to give condolences. Well, he's not dead, but look, Keanu, Neil, this sucks. We know you worked so goddamn hard to get back from that ACL injury that you had. And look, we're distraught. We're distraught. We're very distraught. And I'm talking like this so I don't get emotional, because this sucks. That's happened back to back. And he doesn't deserve this. Like, he doesn't deserve it at all. I know he loves the game. He got bigger, faster, stronger. Just to come back and to have something like this happen is fucking devastating. And we can't wait for you to come back and be the beast that you are. And for y'all people that are talking about fucking we re-signing him next year and all that shit, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, the man, he fucking had another season ending injury, like a fucking freak accident, pretty much 2 years back to back. Like, can y'all just be like, send some fucking sympathy through the man and not talk about, oh, he ain't coming back here next year, we ain't about to give him all this money. Come on, y'all. Like, seriously, grow up. Like, I don't understand.
It's twofold with that. They're saying that because he's had 2 major injuries in the last 2 years, so they probably feel like, well, there's no point in signing him if he's gonna only keep getting injured or whatever. But my thing is, as integral as Dion is in his defense, Keanu is the same way. Like they say, Keanu is the enforcer. So without him and his coverage skills and his hitting ability, like, this defense wouldn't be as good as we've seen it been in previous spots here and there. So like I say, Keanu is gonna be he's gonna get re-signed because he's one of the pillars on this team. But it may be like it may be somewhat like a team friendly deal, like a Grady Jarrett deal, or like a Dion deal. Like it's gonna be something cheaper that's friendly for both parties, for us and the player. So
Yeah.
He'll be here.
So y'all can get over yourselves. But, like, y'all could have waited. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same day y'all talking about this, y'all couldn't wait. But I guess that's society nowadays. Everyone, can be a dick really, really soon. If you've got a problem with what I said, you can at me if you want to. Like, you can try it, but it's not gonna end well for you. Okay? You better ask somebody.
Oh,
So,
that is a tough guy.
You know, I can bring my savage back. You know how I used to be. I've toned down a lot, mostly because of the suspensions that Twitter is giving out. But that's neither here nor there. Another injury that we don't know about. Today is Wednesday. Grady Jarrett. They are saying he'll be fine by the end of the week or something. So that's like a day and some change.
Grady getting fined for it.
Huh?
You said Grady getting fined?
No. They said Grady. They said he'll be fine by the end of the
Oh
week.
yeah. He'll be back. More like he'll be playing on Sunday. We don't know how long though, but we'll see.
I hope so, because you know they be lying to us all the time about like everything. So I hope Grady's good, because we cannot do without him in this game, especially with big old Derrick Henry. Like I don't have time for him to just be running us over like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the defense, plays like it has this game and the Vikings game, and we don't got no Grady on there. And if they don't activate Sanat, we don't know what's going on with that. They keep lying to us about that too. Okay, well they're not lying; they just aren't saying anything and letting us know what's happening and why Sanat's been inactive, which is pissing me off. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, everything with Grady is Gucci, and maybe they're just taking precautions or anything. Nobody on the Falcons that reports for the Falcons is saying anything about it. So I guess we'll find out probably, if not Friday, maybe right before the game on Sunday. So hopefully he's good. Um, Oh, speaking of Keanu, there's this guy that went on the Falcoholic website. If y'all don't know, I think it's the falcoholic.com. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description boxes wherever you listen to this podcast, or if you listen on YouTube. I'll put in the description their website. Anyway, someone wants Keanu jailed for throwing his helmet because he compared it to the same thing as someone throwing a water bottle at someone's head, and if they get injured, you should go to jail. So therefore, Keanu should go to jail because his helmet could have injured somebody. I don't know who you are hiding behind a keyboard, but it's a clear fuck you. The man should not be jailed for throwing his helmet. It did not hit anybody. Like he was clearly in pain and frustrated. And when many people are in pain and are like that and know like their whole career is over, like imagine you just losing your job like for something you can't control. Like you would probably flip shit too and like throw stuff, flip your desk, pour coffee on the IT servers in your office, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If someone tells you you need to go to jail, you'll probably be like, no, I don't. I was just mad and frustrated. Like, seriously. Fuck you to whoever you are for that. Um, what else do I want to talk about? Ridley. Get him back in the game. He had one catch or one target. Luke Stalker had 4. Like, what the fuck, Dirk? I know Mike. Josh told me yesterday that Mike is your friend, right? And that Luke Stalker is Mike's boy. However, Luke Stalker can't do shit right, and Calvin can. So I don't understand what's going on, but all I know is that you need to fix it because this is some bullshit. I don't care how much film you want Luke to have so he can move to the next level and Mike probably move with him. We don't have time for that. We, the fans, we want a fucking ring. And throwing to Luke all the time and not people who have actually proven that they can actually catch the ball and get touchdowns is bullshit. And we don't have time for that. Okay, so y'all can both get fired if y'all keep this up. But all 3 of y'all can go. Okay, Dirk, you are the head of the offense. Mike is not. Cut it out. Thank you. Okay. Boom. Last but not least, so yesterday, Josh said that I was right. about the shirts
Prove it.
I was talking about.
Prove it.
Okay, I'm gonna find the sound. The audio is a little messed up. Okay,
and
that part.
and,
The
and
audio.
I didn't say verbatim that you was right. I said you had a point. Only because you just only because you disclosed that you said something about the team having a bad practice day or week or
Yes.
something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Look. Okay, right now I can't pull up the article because it's on my phone and I'm on this app and I can't. If I go out this app, I'm probably gonna fuck up everything right now. But long story short, Jeff Schultz he wrote an article on this one fucking website that I can't think of the name of, and basically it said, if people don't stop texting me right now, I swear to God, I'm gonna break this phone. Okay, I'm trying to get through this episode. So, what did it say? Oh, so Jeff Schultz interviewed Ricardo Allen, Rico, because some of y'all don't know people's names. I'm talking like I'm talking about y'all like I know everyone's name. Anyways, that before the indie game, players were practicing flat and they were acting like we were just gonna go in and win this game. So, Josh said, I had a point about those BD motherfucker shirts. So, for y'all that tried to attack me for that, it's a huge fuck y'all.
No, because when you put into context like this, when you said that they had a bad practice, that they were flat, then okay, the shirts were unwarranted. But prior to knowing that they had a bad practice, I just assumed they were just shirts.
They're not just shirts. You won one game, but you played shitty and won the game. You played horrible and you lost against the Vikings. There's no reason for these shirts. Like I told you yesterday, I don't like cocky people. I don't like them. I've always hated them, and I've secretly cheered for them to lose. Okay? So, they wore these shirts, and you embarrassed me in this game. I don't even know which player was wearing the shirt. He could have been on the practice squad. I didn't even recognize his face. But whoever that was, this is on you. And whoever wore it, it's on you too. Hold your people accountable. If you're going to be bold like that, I expect you to play 150% on that field. Y'all were bold and y'all did not play up. Y'all barely even played to your full potential. Maybe not, you barely played to half your potential. And I'm talking about mostly the defense. All right, y'all barely played to half your fucking potential. You want to wear those shirts before that and fucking embarrass me like that? I don't buy tickets and I don't fly and travel and spend money on tailgates and buy jerseys and socks and lanyards and hats and sunglasses and all this team stuff for y'all to have a lazy fucking week being cocky wearing those fucking shirts and then embarrassing me like that? We don't sign up for this shit. If y'all want to be lackadaisical, go to the fucking Powder Puff League. No offense, but a little offense. Go to Powder Puff League. Go fucking be a cheerleader. No offense to the cheerleaders. I'm just saying, if they want to be lazy, you can get off my team. If you don't want to play to your full potential, be lazy during practice while the fans, we're hoping for a Super Bowl every fucking year, I don't want you on my team. Period. Okay? I don't care. You can get off. You can go. Go ahead. Go fucking play for the Dolphins. You know, you want to be lax? Go play for them. They don't care about their players or their future. You know, go play for them. All right? So, that's all I got. Ooh. Ramsey is on paternity leave. Did you see that?
He's trying to pull like another AB. Like this boy is tripping. He left. I mean, rightfully so. He left for the birth of his child. But the things that he said that he will return when he's ready or when he feels like it or something like that. It's like,
Right.
like, dude, who are you?
Like, are you serious right now? Like, here, please, for the birth of your child. All right, that's wrong out there. Be there for the birth of your child. Okay. Come back whenever you feel like it. Are you serious?
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, man, like I was like, yeah, he taking some horrible advice. He's like Le'Veon Bell. It's like whoever's telling them to do, whoever is telling him to do stuff like this is an idiot, and he needs to stop listening to that particular person or persons. Like, it's not. It's not.
I really wonder if he's just listening to himself. You know, like the Brinks truck, the incident. Remember when the player he was mad at, he got his sister pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this might be him. Like, he thinks, well, 50 Cent is the king of pet. But Jalen is also very, very. Imagine, like, he got petty. He knocked up that one player sister. Like, that 50 Cent wouldn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man's crazy. I know. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't really feel for Jags fans because they really try to produce Brown Lunch, whatever that podcast is. Tried us that one year just because they went like 8-8. They had their first good season in a century. Then they wanted to try us Falcons. Like y'all Jags fans be tripping. So never mind. I don't feel bad for Jags fans anymore. I was gonna say I felt bad, but I don't. So yeah, this is gonna be the episode because I need to catch up on How to Get Away with Murder because none of it was coming back tomorrow. So I have to rewatch last season, and I have between now I can get in 2 episodes, and then tomorrow I'm going out, and then I have to catch up the episodes when I get back. So this is gonna be it. Shout outs. Go ahead with your shout out.
It's the usual. My little boy Casey.
I know.
I'm about to get him. Huh?
Why I ask you? I should
Right.
just do your shout out for you.
It's the same one. Same one.
Shout out to you. What?
I said, but nah, that's it.
Shout out to you for always being here. Shout out to South Breeze, South SB Report 706, whatever you want to call him. He'll probably pop in here in a second. Shout out to Jalen and him for saving last week's episode due to technical difficulties. Hopefully this one doesn't have one, because if it does, I mean, everybody, like, I'm not playing with these fucking apps no more. Thank you so much, everyone listening, for listening. Please like, comment, shit with your friends. Probably not your parents, because they will be mad at me for all of my cussing, and you'll hear the whole first part of this when it's edited together. If you want to leave us a message on Anchor, it's a voice message. If you want the message in the next episode, please let us know. If you don't and you just want us to comment on whatever you told us, please put that in the voice message. Also, same thing for any comments that you leave wherever you're listening. We appreciate y'all, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. And hopefully we beat the Titans, but we're wearing black jerseys, so probably not. Bye.